Okay, so what is this whole 3D to 5D mumbo jumbo stuff, right? What are they talking about in the terms of ascension? What on earth is this? I just wanted to kind of clarify my opinion and my thoughts that I really resonate with in terms of the difference between the 3D and the 5D. It is a level of consciousness. It's a change between the outside relating and the inside relating, right? It's this, okay, 3D is I choose and create my life dependent on what's happening outside of myself. And 5D is I create my reality from within myself. Such a massive change. I want you to go and look in the mirror. And I want you to have the mirror change or move your eyelashes or move your hand or, move your head before you do it. It's an impossible equation, but that's what we're doing in the 3D. We're constantly trying to get the outside to change so that our inside experience can be different. We're constantly trying to fix the outside of ourselves so that we can feel differently inside of ourselves. And that's not the way it goes. That's the opposite. And so that's why it's so frustrating to be in the 3D, because you're constantly, creating your identity based on what is happening outside of yourself. You're constantly looking to your wealth, to your health, to your romances, and you're saying, oh, well, I must be a really, great person, and everything's amazing because of externally, but you actually created that internally to yourself. And it's not until you get to the 5D consciousness, a higher relationship to yourself, to your knowing that you are the creator of your reality, that's when you get the full power back. That's when you start to realize that, no, this is from within, right? It's the secret that we've all learned about and we've all talked about in the past, but it's that it's really knowing it, right? And owning it. And you're coming from, not from a place of ego, not place from a mindset, not from here, but you're coming from your heart. You're coming from this knowing that you are the creator of your reality. So it's like upside down. Everything's reversed from 3D to 5D. And that's where the power comes. 3D can be pretty miserable because you're constantly seeking outside of yourself approval and safety and, wanting for things to be different, when it's not until you raise your consciousness and you start to become really aware of how this universe really, really works, and you start to master that level of knowing who you are on such an incredible, loving, high vibrational being. And then all of a sudden things become so synchronistic and so much more in flow, right? The 3D is hard work. We gotta go and push through that barrier, and you gotta get that done, and all of the to-do list. And as you transition from the 3D, I had 97 mortgage payments at one time. I had a hotel, I had a 5-star wedding business, and I was on the go. I was doing. And yeah, sure, I had an external fantastic life, and I had the fancy car, and everything was amazing, and it lived on the water. It was just all this external stuff, but it really wasn't bringing me the happiness that I thought that all that stuff was going to bring me, right? And so I turned my life inside out, and now my inside is so much more important to me, so much more powerful. I am spending my time really being in presence, in being with the universe, with my friends, with my loves, my everything that's so important to me. And then I get to be really, really present with that. And that fulfills me more than any fancy Lexus that I had, although my fancy Lexus was pretty cute. So it's just that really fulfilled, like that blissful, you know, how all the enlightened masters, they all talk about how they're in samadhi, they're present, they're just crying because it's so beautiful. And that's the 5D, that's the encouragement, that's the excitement. It's to raise your consciousness to the level where you are literally in flow with the universe. You are the co-creator of your reality. You get to work with the love. You get to work with the bliss and the joy, and you get to dance, and you get to, you know, like all 3D is like screaming and control and condensement, and they're just like so structured. And that's what's happening. That's what's breaking up apart in our world right now, is this incredible like push against the control, against the little tiny box. People are leaving their jobs, people are leaving their relationships, they are leaving things, the structure, because they can't contain themselves anymore. That 3D part of themselves saying, nope, 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 that's just not who I am. So as you raise your consciousness, as you start to become more and more connected to yourself, to love yourself, meaning that you're just present with yourself, you're just more calm with yourself, you're just listening, right? That's the sense of curiosity. That's all you need. That's the only ingredient that you need to be able to move from 3D to 5D, is that sense of, what would it be like if I had this experience from a higher perspective? What if I looked at this argument that I'm having with this beloved, and all of a sudden I would just love on them instead of fight with them? Right? So how do we get to this place of just a different perspective? Because your perspective, it is who you are. It's your reality. So moving from that density to the next evolution of where we're all going, and we're all talking about this ascension thing and this 5D thing, and what on earth is it? And that's exactly what it is. It's just being able to come back to center, come back to the now, come back to presence, and you anchor yourself in that. You anchor yourself in love, and all of a sudden your whole world changes. And it's not to say that like all of a sudden, you know, the 3D versus the 5D is a different location. It's not physical location. It's a state of consciousness. It is a state of being. So, you know, we're not going anywhere necessarily. We're stepping into a new perspective of what is. And all of a sudden, that fight that you used to have is no longer there. You're just not going to waste your energy on that. Your energy becomes so precious to you. Your energy becomes your money, right? It becomes your currency. So love is the new currency in the 5D. And I want to talk about more about that later. But I wanted to just quickly share with you what the difference between 3D and 5D is. Hopefully that gives you some clarity. I'm Johanna Gardner. I'm an intuitive business coach, and I absolutely love sharing my magic so you can be more magical. Have the most blessed day.